underhanded tactics break the auras of our black kids, there is no room for neutrality. We must dismantle this narrative. Compliant indifference is brutality. We will not stand for this. We need no permission to celebrate our blackness with every strike of the drum. We raise our fist to the sun.
A few weeks ago, this happened. A dad's event in Islington Borough. It was amazing. Man, Dem Link Up. This is how it went down. So we begin. We got Jigsaw in the building on healthy eating.
Sweden, yeah.
Got the dads, man. Man, Dem Link Up. Nowhere special. Movie time.
Do you mind just introducing yourselves, just like what you do, name and all that, and then we'll just ask one question each, and then hopefully maybe a question from the audience, and then hopefully that'll be good enough time before we get kicked out.
Hey Pete, I'm Josh Cambridge Simmons, founder of ad hoc and temp childcare service called Jossie Care. 5 times award-winning childcare service, I have to stress that. And I also am an advocate for masculinity, for different narratives of it. Being a male childcarer, I've been doing this for 18 years. There's not many men in this space. I look after children from birth. I'm a doula and a birthing partner. And there's not enough men in caring spaces of early years. There's not enough black men. It's still 0.2%. I do a lot of work with families in and out of the borough. Born and raised in Islington. I'm actually met Aston randomly at a soft play on Sunday, I think it was. I grew up with Chris from the end, initially, and so that's what I do offer childcare. So anyone needs childcare, we can talk, because I do babysitting, nanny and travel care, and I do parent coaching as well, and a few other stuff. That's me.
You become the award-winning man you are now. So,
before I answer the question, your t-shirt is my childhood in a nutshell.
I've got a couple of
We was raised on gangster rap, and now we're male carers and we're fathers. And I both wanted to say that where I am not a product of my environment, I'm a product of choice. Chris will tell you that. Chris is the same for himself as well, because we both came from the same backgrounds and the same borough. My mum used to work with him as well, big village. The stereotypes is something that I don't tend to talk about, because I've realised the negative connotations that come with just black men, then outside of that, men. So I'll answer it very loosely, where the stereotypes are societal, and the societal stereotypes for me stem from patriarchy. Because I'm a big bell hooks advocate, bell hooks reader. If you know, you know. If you don't,
what about love?
Pick up a book. And I talk now on dismantling patriarchy and using love to dismantle patriarchy, and constantly reaffirming and relearning what love is, because I even posted it recently. It's very close to my heart as well, that men aren't taught what love is enough. We're not. We find it out after 18, 19, 20, 25, but we're not given nurturing roles to be nurturing individuals. That's where the stereotypes stem from. Like when I'm at the school gate, black guy, Air Force Ones, trainers, t-shirt, people look at me like, oh, I didn't see you today. I'm also the only black guy on the school gate. There's not many black parents in this school, but every time you see me, you forget who I am. So that in itself is cliche. Oh, hi, I didn't see you. Then I'm always here, guys. I'm always on time. There's no other black men picking up these white kids in this school, or at this nursery gate. There isn't. So let's just stop. And what else comes with it is, people tend to not believe it when I say I look after children to the capacity that I do. People are like, oh, you do it part-time? No, I've been doing it 18 years. It's been more than full-time, and I'm also a birthing partner and a doula, and I support mums and dads through childbirth. And now I teach love via the work I do. Love is what we teach these children with intention. I had a conversation with Jay before. He's seen it, where I have a love-led ethos, the same way you have gentle parenting, Montessori approaches, and all these other approaches. I now have defined a love-led approach to childcare and children, where my approach reaffirms what love is for me constantly. I'm constantly relearning life and relearning my own childhood, reaffirming and healing via supporting these children and families. And that's also how I've been able to do what I do, go this far, and happen to have been awarded a few times for the work I do because of the intention behind it. Where I'm a black man from Israel that was born in that. I'm in the ends right now. Badleys was there. I used to go Badleys in year 10, year 11. And Cali's right there. I used to go Hungerford, top of Cali, and I grew up Headington Grove. My mum was the part of the Camden Town team in the council that named Granary Square and gave Granary Square its name and demolished Badleys. I say all of that where also for me, the examples of non-stereotypical things have always been around me, as well as the stereotypical things have been around me. It's had choice. Also, choice isn't always something that everybody has, which is something that I've chosen to learn to believe over time. But it's also curated me to be a man that's very, very soft, where when I move these kids out and about, like Ash would tell you, you probably think they're my kids, because I love when these kids in a way where they can't tell that I don't. And I had a talk recently, and the conversation was around professional love. Anyone that works in safeguarding would understand that. And I said it's not professional love, it's secure attachments. Because we're teaching healthy and secure attachments to our children and adults. There's nothing professional about it because it's secure, it's healthy, and everyone will be left okay eventually. So it kind of gone full circle, the work I do. I now support families, do a lot of workshops around love and dismantling patriarchy and curating versions of masculinity that benefit you as the man that you are for the life you want to live as an individual. And it's funny because I might look like your stereotypical man from the ends, where I'm from the ends but I'm not stereotypical. And I also realise most of the men from the ends aren't stereotypical, or most of the men from the ends haven't been given choices. So when I was in the park the other day in Hackney, kids with me, and had these youngies on the bench, I think they were billing it. And I said hi to them because I'm someone that, being with kids have showed me how much they make people feel seen by just smiling at strangers. So I smiled at everyone, I held them, I said, yo, well, go on, youngies. And they're like, Rah, like, are you the carer? They said to me, I said, I'm the nanny. And they're like, Rah, that makes bread, innit? And I said, yeah, you can say that. Because, like, what would these kids, like, negate to, the fact things make money, then it's cool. And I said, money aside, I like what I do, guys. And they're like, I said that you could also consider doing this, but you have to stop doing that. And they're like, wow, Uncle, you're talking sense. Yeah, consider it, because the world is yours and we need more of me to do what I'm doing even better. And I bumped into one of them again, and someone said that, he said to me that he'd been looking online at jobs in childcare. Like, that wasn't ever the plan, but I've also given him my Instagram, and I think he's been seeing it. I saw one random like, and etc. etc. But it's also now he's halfway onto new choices other than the choices he already had, where he actually got a job. I think it's Amazon delivery, so he's got beautiful choices already, but he's now got more beautiful choices. So this is what constantly shows me that my role in the work I'm doing in early years, especially alongside teams like Bright Start, where I've worked with Bright Start previously, that I'm also the first point of call for some of these kids as a black guy. There's not a lot of these kids haven't ever seen a black man in this capacity, caring, changing nappies, doing stay in plays, doing play dates. Some of these kids might never not meet another black guy like me, funny enough, because just the demographics and the life of their parents. So it kind of shows me the importance of how we need to really show up more than we think and take up space everywhere as men. Then again, as men from the demographics that aren't seen enough, take up space and let people know you're in the building. Where I'm very big on letting people know what I do, not because I want to constantly network or connect, but I've realised conversation can make people realise what they can do as well. Like we had a conversation earlier, gentleman in the brown shirt, and I can see we just connected, and he's like, oh, you do that, and I also realise how that makes
that you are loved.
Made him think of me when children are trigger us, and he says I need to be patient like Joss. because the amount of patience you need for your kids, if you're loving your kids properly, they're going to trigger you and they're going to bring up traumas. And that's why you need an approach that heals you and heals them for the trauma